Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the new chapter of One Piece, which is chapter 1003, Night on the Board. But before we get into the video, I'd just like to say it would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and then maybe check out my other content if you want. I do reactions to the new Attack on Titan episodes that come out. I do One Piece chapter reviews. And I'm also doing a blind reaction to Naruto where I basically just where I read the book and then I put my thoughts on like different arcs of the books. So right now I'm doing the Land of Waves arc where they met Zabuza and everything. There should be a video out tomorrow about that, hopefully, if I can get it all edited and everything for tomorrow. So that should be good. But with that said, let's just get into the video. Now, the cover page for this video isn't the best. It's just Reiju sitting on like a chair and she's received like a flower from a scorpion. It's not really the best. It's just like a little tiny one that just like looks nice on the front cover, you know. But after going over the cover page, let's get right into the goodness of the episode, which will be the contents of the chapter. So we jump straight into Luffy using his Kong Gatling, just destroying Kaido, punching him so many times over and over again in different parts of his body, and you can really see the pain in Kaido's face with his there's no pupils in his eyes. It's just like white eyes when he's in his dragon form, just getting annihilated. He's even shocked Kid, Law and Zoro with how much he's like destroying Kaido, and he's even shocked Big Mom. Big Mom has the most surprised face looking at Luffy just destroying Kaido. She can't believe how much he's changed from when he fought her at Whole Cake Island to now. And then Luffy uses one last punch to absolutely destroy Kaido's face, slamming him straight down into the skull of Onigashima. Now, I'm surprised how they haven't broken through the skull of Onigashima yet, because there's been so many things that should have just like gone through, especially this. This is like such a hard hit and it just like, it doesn't even go through. So I'm going to predict, okay, that they will eventually go straight through the skull of Onigashima and then like land on like one of the lower levels. I don't know what's straight underneath them, because there was like a massive town hall in there, whatever it was, and so they're probably going to go straight through the skull at one point and then fight on the lower levels. But after making Kaido crash into the ground, Big Mom shouts to Kaido, wondering if he's still alive or not because of how much he just got destroyed by Luffy. But whenever Luffy uses Gear 4, we know what happens after that, because it uses too much of his haki and he just deflates and flies away. And since this is the first time that Kid's actually fighting with Luffy, he's so shocked because he's like, you were just destroying Kaido. When did you get hit by him? Because he's obviously out cold right now, or he's like out deflated and really injured. And so Kid's just like so confused. But then obviously Law explains what the technique is and then explains how it works and that he's just used too much of his haki. Big Mom notices that Luffy's down, out cold. And so she tries to capitalize on the situation by shooting a massive fire like sword swing at Luffy, because she can't, apparently she wants to try and take Luffy when he's down and injured. I don't know why. Big Mom is supposed to be like the strong person who can take down anyone. So she tries to get him when he's injured. Zoro jumps in the way and catches Luffy and brings him out of there. Kid and Killer don't want to be shown up by Luffy, so they go and rush Kaido while he's down. And then Law uses another technique of his that I absolutely love. He uses the counter shock, where it just like electrocutes the person that he uses it on. He like shambles up to Big Mom and then stabs her with the counter shock. So that's done like a decent amount. That should have done at least a decent amount of damage to Big Mom. And while Kid and Killer were rushing him, Kaido uses Dragon Twister, where he basically just like spins his body around really fast and it just makes it like a massive twister come down. And it's actually like a really cool technique that I know someone else uses that's up on this roof. And this shows that just Kid and Zoro are both right about Big Mom and Kaido, and that they're just natural disasters, because Big Mom was causing massive lightning strikes come down, and then that's when Kid called her a natural disaster. And now because of the Dragon Twister, Zoro has just called Kaido a natural disaster. Luffy gets taken away by the Twister and is about to go into Kaido's mouth because he's trying to eat Luffy now. Zoro puts his third sword in his mouth, gets it all up, uses his 3-sword style. Kaido notices that it's the sword that is actually like producing the haki that reminds him of Odin. But before he can do anything, Zoro uses Black Rope Dragon Twister and cancels out the twister that Kaido used, and he also gets a good cut on Kaido. But only one of his swords did cut Kaido, even though he's got 3 of them, because his scales are too hard, and that would be Enma that cut him. But with him cutting him with only one of his swords, or being able to cut him with one of his swords, does that mean that it's only Enma that can work with him, so he's just like using the other swords just for nothing basically? Or will Zoro, this is the one that I want to happen, will Zoro be able to like produce more haki with his other swords and be able to use it like Enma, because obviously Kozuki Odin was able to cut him with both his swords, but I'm not sure if Odin's other sword is like Enma kind of, where it like uses a lot of haki as well, or if Odin was able just to like infuse loads of his haki into the other sword and then be able to cut him. So I really want to see if Zoro will be able to do that, where he can just like put loads of his haki into it so it's like Enma, or if it's just going to be able to be cut with just only Enma itself. Now Kaido has been cut, and I think this is the first time he's ever said this, that we've seen like when they've been fighting Kaido in the last like 3 chapters, he actually mentions that it actually hurts him. So I think that he, like, Zoro's the first person to actually hurt him and him actually say that that hurt, but I'm not sure. If you do know that, can you put it down in the comments, and then it will help me out to see if he did or not. Kaido powers up for his Dragon Twister demolition breath, so he's like making hurricanes and he's shooting out those like blades that Zoro was easily cutting, and it cut off Kiku's arm. And I love this just because Law is just like shambles from like he sees one coming towards him and he shambles away, sees another one, does the same, and keeps on doing the same. Zoro is obviously like easily able to like cut the Dragon Twister so they don't hurt him. Kid's getting destroyed by him, just like it's just going straight through his metal, and Killer's surprisingly easily able to cut it as well. But they are starting to break through the roof of Onigashima, as we get like a panel from like down below looking up and seeing that there's like a hole in the roof now. It's only a little hole for now, it is anyway, so we're gonna see if that does actually get bigger where everyone just falls down the hole. But now it takes us away from the fighting to the head of Orochi. So my theory of that, Orochi might not come back alive, it kind of just shows that he's not going to come back, so my theory was incorrect, because we get a snippet of his head with someone saying, "Good grief, first our business partner dies, then the party we were invited to turns into a battlefield," with someone playing Go, I think it is. But we get to see that Cypher Pole, Aegis, Zero are actually at Onigashima. So I wonder what part they're going to play. I wonder if they're going to like try and take down Luffy, or if they're going to capitalize on, so if Luffy and that take down Kaido and Big Mom, I wonder if they're going to go and attack Luffy after that. But Cypher Pole are really only just here for now anyway. They've only just been shown here now just to show how much of a disadvantage Straw Hat is at, rather than Big Mom and Kaido, because Big Mom and Kaido started off with 30,000 people and Luffy started off with 5,400 people. Even though Big Mom and Kaido have lost more men, they've lost 3,000 men, rather than Luffy, who's only lost 400 of his people. That still means that there's a 22,000 like man difference. And then we get like a really nice picture showing like the actual difference between like how many people they have compared to how many they have, because, and I like it because it's like the Go board, so it's easily like able to look at and see the difference, because Luffy's only got 5 white pieces representing their men, and Kaido's got 27 of the little pieces to represent all their men, and you can see how outnumbered they actually are. And so basically what Cypher Pole Zero are hoping for is that they all just take out as many as they can before Cypher Pole actually have to jump in and then take out whoever is left. As we get little panels of all of like Luffy's people fighting, you got Frankie, Sanji, Usopp, Nami, Jinbei and Yamato fighting, and then you get some of the numbers of Kaido's forces fighting as well. But after meeting Cypher Pole, we go back up to the roof for one last time this chapter, and we get to see, or we don't get to see it, but we now know, because it's been a question that everyone's been asking about Kaido's man beast form. We actually get to see that he's turned into it. So we get to see that hopefully in the next chapter. Now with Kaido transforming into his man beast kind of form, does that mean that this is the form that like has like a lot of durability, that people tried to kill him in and it wouldn't work? And is this the form that he jumped off of the Sky Island with? That's the question that I'm asking for obviously Oda to answer in like the next one, because he's going to be a lot faster, he's going to be a lot stronger, it's just going to be a lot of everything. It's just going to increase his power to a whole new level, especially with, because we get to see Luffy's face where he just looks so tired and bruised and everything. We get to see Kid's face where he's looking all bruised and he's looking like, why the hell we got to fight Kaido again, basically at full strength and even stronger than he was before. But yeah, I just can't wait until we see that. It's gonna look so cool. I hope it's gonna look so cool, because like it's been, right now it's just been shadowed out, but I'm guessing this is just going to be the form that then makes Luffy have to use gear 5, because it was hinted at in an SBS by Oda that he would have a gear 5. So it's going to be exciting to see if he unlocks it during this fight, and I really hope that it is a good form and that it's not just like a let's just throw something in there and hope that it's a good form. But anyway, that's going to end the chapter. The next chapter will be February 14th, so my episode should be out hopefully February 15th, and that is 2 days before my birthday. So my birthday is on February 17th on Wednesday, so it's exactly a week away from when I'm gonna upload this video. But if you did enjoy the video, I hope you did anyway. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me if you did. Check out my other content. There should be like a title screen round about this time as well, where it's gonna like have 2 videos that I recommend and then like my channel. So it will mean so much to me if you watch the Naruto video, if you're into Naruto, and if you're not, then just check out my other content, or my other One Piece content that I've got. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, a great night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.